Hi, this is Trisha. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to get from that picture, the baseball field, to this, which is a Instagram challenge image. So you can host your own challenges and do things like this and this. And I'm going to have that as a free printable on my blog soon, so keep looking for that. I'll post a link. We're going to do this in PicMonkey. So you go to PicMonkey.com. I already saved this image. I've got it from a website that offers free commercial use images. I'm just going to go again over that image. I got it from Pixabay, just Pixabay.com, and just search. They literally have thousands of images that you can use. I think there are about 8 to 10 pages of baseball images. So I'm going to go back and start over and reopen my other image. The one thing about PicMonkey is it only opens one image at a time. I haven't figured out how to keep more than one open, but if they can do it, I will figure it out. So I'm just going back and opening the original. And I'm going to crop it to a square crop. Just change that setting and fit in as much as I can. Show the perspective. And then you just hit apply. Next I'm going to go and do my overlays. Actually, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, I am. These are just some that I had saved from another project I had worked on. This is not ideal. It would be better to just save them first, but I had these and it kind of worked with what I was doing. I kind of had to resize them to get them to fit, and the good thing about PicMonkey is it keeps your images pretty proportionate. Some of the other things it may not always do, but this the images, it does keep proportionate for you. So I'm just stretching that because I want the text to show over the baseball field. So there I'm just duplicating it because I'm going to have 2 columns. And here I'm taking a little time to align it. I'm fading it so you can see the image in the background. I had already done this a couple of times, and so I kind of knew my settings, but you can play around with it. I think I settled on 45. And then I tried to evenly space them there so there's no overlap. I kind of work on that for a little bit. I think I ended up making them a little wider. They were a little bit too narrow for my text, as you'll see later on in the video. There, I think that got it there. No, I want to play with it a little bit more. You know, this really doesn't take quite that long, especially if you kind of have an overlay set that you want to use. You can definitely edit the image to fade it, but I really like the colors and wanted it to show through, so I kind of left that in the background. Next, I'm adding my text boxes for my headings. I got kicked out, so I apologize that that kicked me out. But basically you just add a text box, and you'll see here I'm adding another text box, and the different fonts that you can use are that PicMonkey has, and then from your own computer. Here I copied this text from Word. It didn't show that, but I had set up that on Word so that I wouldn't have to retype all of that in PicMonkey. Here I'm trying to set the fonts to get them just right, and the colors. It's not always this tricky. My computer's a little slow. I really need a new one, but I'm trying to finish school before I invest in a new computer. I'm hoping to get this one lasting until I finish my degree, which will be in about 8 weeks. And I'm really excited about that. Hopefully I can do some more videos and stuff after I get done with school. That's my plan anyway. Here the color, didn't like what I was doing. Didn't change everything, so, and I'm just kind of showing you can pick something from the image. You can go copy all that with the eyedropper tool. And again, I thought I had set it, and then it stayed on that. eyedropper tools, so I had to go back and fix that. And the lag time, I think part of it was because I was recording, but it's not quite usually such a lag time. But anyway, I think I got it set up again and played with the font sizes earlier and kind of had them set where I liked them, where they were big enough to show on Instagram for people to read it. And now I copied it and paste it so the settings would be the same, and then I get it lined up, and then I just kind of I go back into Word and copy my other list. There it goes. You can see it now. I kind of cheat a little bit, but I don't really call it cheating. It's just keeping it efficient. You can do that in any notes program. You don't have to use Word. I just prefer that just because it numbered it for me. And then I'm just going, I thought I was saving myself some time, but you can see it didn't. It went back to the default settings. So I go back and fix it. And again, what I think that you have to do with PicMonkey, I figured out, is once you get your text box, your text set, you have to get out and then reformat it. For some reason, it doesn't like to change it when you're in there the first time. It could be user error on my part, but I played with it enough today that it was giving me a hard time, and I kind of figured that the best way to do it is to just type my text, get out, and then go edit it with the settings that I love. There I'm just showing some different fonts again. And here I'm kind of getting it lined up, and I realize that my overlays are not quite wide enough. So I'm going through, I changed some fonts again, and I think what I was doing, it didn't keep the color I wanted. So I went back and had to fix that, and then I think that I got it that time. And now I'm going in and reformatting my overlays. So if you look there, that's the layers palette, and just like what you would have if you're familiar with Photoshop, it's pretty convenient. I like that you can shrink it down, so I could get a more visual idea of how big I wanted those overlays. And then if you're not quite sure where you need to be, that layers palette is very, very helpful. And I just extended those outward so I didn't have to realign the middle. And then you go back and select the text body that you want. It's got those boxes, not really text body, but text boxes, and then I can move those around and space them out a little bit better. Again, I'm just kind of realigning and fixing those proportions. And then I zoom back in, get a look at it, and I think I'm getting really close to being done. And I go back and add my Instagram handle, so that if people share this, which these challenges are fun because you share this image on your Instagram, and it just draws more people to it. And my purpose of this is just more fun and for me and something different. I'm a big baseball fan, and opening day is only 40 days away, and I figured 40-day challenge is pretty good. I'm kind of playing around with where I want to put that. Usually the challenges are monthly, but I kind of wanted to get started because I have neglected my hand lettering practice since Christmas, and I really wanted something just fun. And deep in baseball season, I'm all about baseball. In fact, tomorrow, as of this recording, tomorrow, my son has his first varsity tournament. He's on varsity this year as a sophomore, so we're excited. I'm just moving stuff around, and I'm changing that font to match what I like to post on my Instagram images. And then you go in and make sure you save it. You can do different options. You can save to computer, Dropbox, and then to your OneDrive. There's lots of different options that you have. So that's really about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're on Instagram, I'm at Trisha's Love Letters, and would love to, um, if you use this image, tag me, and I'll check out your hand lettering, and you can check out mine. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a great night.